Hello and welcome to Monday. Happy New Year's. It's January 1st, 2024, which means it's time to look back at the last year. A lot happened. So much happened. Everything happened. Uh, I started a new job. I traveled quite a few places this year. Um, I kept up with my music blog, which talked about a bunch of records. I did a bunch of stuff, and I feel like I didn't do enough. Um, I was just looking at the list of resolutions that I had made for me back in at the start of this year, and I just want to quickly go through all of them. Um, the first two, the professional goals that I had listed, get a cybersecurity job and create a photography portfolio, both have been done. The photography portfolio is up. I actually made a new website today because of course I did. rickvagabond.blog, if you want to hit that up. I think I have it open in my Firefox at the moment. Yeah, and it's super bright because of course it is. Here, that's a website. It's a post at the moment, but this is going to be more of a traditional style blog as opposed to one that's dedicated to a certain topic or one that's dedicated to something other. Like this is just where I can go scream into the internet, post whatever I want to post about, and see what happens. So that's fun. But hey, I got a cybersecurity job. You've seen me travel all across the country doing some ransomware fixes, and it's been fun. Um, Photography portfolio, vagabond.photography. It's been in description for the past 6 months now. I think I finally set it up like August 1st, so maybe not 6 months, maybe is that 4 months? Something like that. So cool. That's been set up. Uh, the health and fitness stuff, run 500 plus miles this year. I feel like I got that done with the amount of time I've spent on the elliptical. That counts. I didn't. I started this year off like running, but then I quickly went into just like doing elliptical stuff because of the weather. And looking at it now, like today was pretty warm, 44 throughout most of the day, but that happened. Weight goals, I feel like I maintained it pretty well. Things have kind of ballooned this past couple of weeks, but we'll work on that in this year. Stretching more, I did not do that much. I actually flossed more. I feel like I did that. Take care of my hair and skin. I think I did that too. Uh, Lifestyle and well-being. Keep up with this, which I've done quite well, and keep up with this, which I've done quite well. Start writing more. That's one thing that I kind of felt like I neglected to do. I did write about all this, sure, like that's 26 different articles. I wrote about something today, but physically writing, shout out to the Hobonichi Techo. This is my 2023 Techo, which I kind of abandoned after only a couple months of use. But I plan to change that with the 2024 edition right here. Hopefully, this will serve me well. I need to start writing in that, and I will in a couple of minutes as soon as I stop recording. We'll sum up the day there. Continue with the blog. Yep, did that. Keep my room clean. This year we'll do that this year. I promise. Take the 5 minutes to do something instead of putting it off for like weeks. Watch more movies and shows and read more books. I did a lot of reading this year. I read a couple of books. We've talked about all the books that I've read, and I've still read some more. What was it? I feel like I read one just the when I was in California. I read Space Between Worlds, and there was another one that I read, and there's like an 800-page tome that I'm supposed to be reading right now, and we're doing good there. We have the memoirs that I read, Michelle's Honors and Jeanette McCurdy's. I'm glad my mom died and Crying H Mart, both very different, but all about mothers. Atomic Habits, Make Time was another one. I didn't buy as many as I felt like I wanted to, but hey, we did that. Watch my movies and shows. We'll talk about the movie thing in a coming weeks because I have some really fun news about that. And watching more shows, I definitely am watching more shows. I feel like I talked about White Collar this year at some point. Burn Notice was a show that I watched. Excellent, fun shows. I'm probably going to start season 3 of 30 Rock tomorrow. And play more games. I've played a lot more games. Shout out to my Analog Pocket. Shout out to my 3DS, both of which are right off camera. I talked about playing Rhythm Heaven Fever. What was it, yesterday or 2 days ago? That was a lot of fun. I'm in the middle of Pokemon Platinum playthrough. I'm playing a lot more games, and I'm really having fun with it. So that's super neat. And then like personal stuff. I didn't make as many rings as I wanted to this year. Maybe I'll do that within the coming weeks. And there's a couple more things that I need to do that I wanted to get done, but hey, it's fine. One thing that I kind of like fell off on was the whole album a day thing, and I'm gonna make an effort to get back into that starting today. I actually listened to the album Talking Heads 77. Somehow that came up on my radar, and I'm a fan of the Talking Heads. I think I have what do you call it? One of the records, like in something in light, or what is it? It's Talking Heads. That's the band, and then we go to the artist. It's what is it? It's the one. It's like the one of their Remain in Light. That was it. But 77 is fun. I own Remain in Light just because it has Once in a Lifetime on it. We're gonna roll with it. Yeah, so I think we're gonna have some fun with that, and then yeah, it's just a lot's happened this year, and I plan to do keep up with a lot of things. I don't really have any like big resolutions. A lot of the stuff that I wanted to get done got done last year, and this year I don't know. I feel like I make a big deal out of everything this like resolutions, and I think it's more just like keep up with what I'm doing and try to redo things that I ultimately ended up not doing or properly, or just like just falling out of, specifically Tacho, specifically the album of the day, specifically just keeping something like a daily log. We're getting there, and it's we'll talk about that as it happens, but it's gonna be a fun year. I don't really have any expectations. I have one big thing that will work towards this year, and that's gonna be I just have one goal, and I'm not even gonna talk about it right now. We'll talk about that when I accomplish that goal. Hopefully I can, but I'm gonna definitely strive for it. I'm gonna push for it, and I'll hopefully see results of that. Other than that, there's what else is going on? There's a lot of stuff in the works behind the scenes that I need to really address, and we'll get there as we get there, but things are looking up, and I have a lot of stuff to do to get there, so hopefully I'll manage, but we'll see how well I can push myself, how well I can accomplish these things, and hopefully I end up doing a lot of things that I want to do this year. Got a lot planned, and we're definitely going to work towards accomplishing that. But yeah, big things happening in 2024, and I can't wait to see what becomes of that. This is turning... Oh yeah, it's... I've been doing this for 3 years. Huh. Yeah, this is the start of year 4. I've been capturing every day of my life for 3 years now, and that is insane to think about. I never thought I would actually have a record of this. Just my daily life as it is, most of the time just sitting in this chair, sitting in this spot, just talking about what's been going on. Sometimes you'll find me in whatever part of the country for a couple of days. Sometimes it's, a different angle of this room. Sometimes it's just hanging around town. Sometimes in my car, sometimes at pretty much every hour of the day. I feel like I've recorded nearly every hour of the day. Maybe not some of the late midnight stuff. I've definitely recorded 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 to 4 a.m., to 5 a.m. I think I'd done 5 a.m., but I feel like I've recorded so much of my life, and well, we'll only see how much further we progress with that. But yeah, it's been fun, and God, it's 2024. I remember when 2022 was a big thing, and oh wow, a lot going on this year. Hopefully, you'll stick with me through all of the ups and downs that this year will bring. But right now, we're only looking up. So we'll strive for the greatest, and we'll see how far I can actually push it, and how far we'll get this year. That's where I'm going to call it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope to see you tomorrow. And until then, later.